StyxHexenHammer is a dumbass, jackass, dumbfuck, doofus, idiot, jack off, whatever the fuck you want to call him. But after reading this aneurysm equivalent of a tweet, I just don't, like, there are not enough adjectives to describe how much of a fuckwad this guy is. But if you look at this dude in any way seriously and not some dude who, like, does videos with his shirt off, then there's something wrong with you. But, I mean, let's just look at this here. So, there were a bunch of racist people at Trump's rallies, nothing new, of course, chanting, "Send her back," to Ilhan Omar, of course, in reference to sending her back to Somalia. And she responded with a Maya Angelou quote, and the quote says, "You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, all rise." So, StyxHexenDumbfuck responds saying, "Nobody's invoking violence against you. They're criticizing an unpopular elected official, you, who does not represent the interest of the nation." What? Or of their own constituents. A bought-off corporate faker? What? None of this makes any fucking sense. I just had 10 simultaneous aneurysms all going off at the same time because I've never seen so much bullshit in one fucking tweet. Did you see this shit? And the icing on the cake, a bought-off corporate faker. Ilhan Omar's a Justice Democrat. She takes no corporate PAC money. That's the whole purpose of her as a candidate, you fucking moron. The whole purpose of Ilhan Omar is she doesn't take any fucking corporate PAC money. That's the whole purpose. She's funded by the people. That's her whole purpose. She's not bought off by any corporation. And which corporation would this be? If she's not working in the interest of the nation, which corporation is it? Is it one inside of the nation? I know, as, I don't know what he is, some dumbass libertarian fantasy bullshit. But, I don't even know about that. But look, so here he says, nobody's invoking violence against you, bro. This is a really nice cover. So, this is a fairly new phenomenon, but what is called is stochastic terrorism. And so it goes like this, right? What you do is you so harshly concentrate this extreme vilification of one person, right? In order to influence a lone wolf, which you didn't tell him to do it or you didn't pay him to do it or anything like that. But because of all of the concentrated harassment and attack and verbal assaults, etc., you end up causing that. So what's an example of this? Remember when Bill O'Reilly kept calling George Tiller, who was a late-term abortion doctor, Tiller the baby killer, and then someone ended up killing him. A right-wing terrorist ended up killing him at an abortion clinic. That's an example of that. So when Donald Trump posted that video of her speaking with literal cuts of the 9/11 bombing, that is a crisp-cut example. And so when you have people at rallies chanting, "Send her back," and all of this kind of stuff, it's all doing that. And so this is old news, man. This is old news. I mean, we know that StyxHexenHammer doesn't have two brain cells to rub together. He's a fucking idiot who probably drinks his own jizz. This happened a long time ago. I don't even remember when this was. This was April 6th, guys. Motherfucker, we're in July. We're in July. This shit happened in April, bro. What, you been sleeping? What's wrong with you, bro? Do you have two brain cells to rub together, you fucking idiot? Here's what happened. So, there was a man in New York who was arrested because he had threatened to kill her, to kill Ilhan Omar. Of course, it's against the law to threaten to do, I believe, any sort of assault or obviously killing of a congressman. So, here's what it says. It says, a call was placed to Omar's Washington, D.C. office on March 21st, an FBI agent stated in the affidavit. It says, during the call, an individual who identified himself as Pat Carlinio said to a staff member, "Do you work for the Muslim Brotherhood? Why are you working for her? She's a expletive terrorist." I'm guessing a fucking terrorist. "I'll put a bullet in her fucking skull." Omar's office referred the threat to the U.S. Capitol Police, which began an investigation with the FBI. He was later interviewed by authorities where he stated that he was a patriot, that he loves President Donald Trump, and quote, that he hates radical Muslims in our government, the affidavit stated. He had initially claimed he told Omar's office if our forefathers were still alive, they'd put a bullet in her head. This from April, folks. We're in July. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Stop drinking your own jizz. Wake the fuck up. Stop being a moron. You know what I'm saying? Slap yourself. Slap some sense into yourself. Stop being a dumbass. Stop being a jackass. So when you say stuff like that, and this is incredibly racist, by the way, saying, who does not represent the interest of the nation. What are the interests of the nation? What does that mean? What are the interests of the nation? So, because she's a progressive who supports legalizing marijuana, is for Medicare for all, etc., etc., she doesn't represent the interest of the nation? What the fuck does that mean, you little shit? Doesn't represent the interest of the nation. What the fuck does that mean, bro? Doesn't represent... These are supposed to be the free speech, free thinking type. Oh, the lefty mob, the NPCs. This is the guy. These are the type of fucking fuckwads who say this type of shit. The interest of the nation. What the fuck does that mean? Interest of the nation. People disagree on what the interest of the nation. You probably think, oh, let's bring the free market into healthcare because, boy, that's really going to work out well. I think you're not representing the interest of the nation. I don't think that's the interest of the nation, buddy. And her own constituents. Bitch, she was just elected by her constituents. Where the fuck did you just pull that out of your ass? Where did you just pull that out of your ass? She literally just got elected. You fuckwad. And the worst part of this, guys, a bought-off corporate faker. The whole point of Ilhan Omar, AOC, Ayanna Pressley, and, you know, the other Justice Democrats, right? The whole point is that they're literally not bought-off corporate fakers. The people who are funding them are you watching this video and me. That's who she's funded by. What corporation is she bought off of? Bought off from? Seriously, dude, this has to be some sort of a record of dumbest tweet in all of history. Is there a tweet dumber than this one? I mean, not only dumb, but racist as fuck. There's a Somali American who, woman who wears a hijab. Definitely doesn't represent the interest of the nation, folks. That's it. Case closed. Doesn't represent the interest of the nation. She's a brown woman who wears a scarf. Definitely doesn't represent the interest of the nation. But dude, no one's invoking violence against you. Me saying that you don't represent the interest of the nation, along with people chanting "send her back" and all this other shit, and Donald Trump posting a video where she's speaking with cuts of the 9/11 bombing. All of that shit, where insane lunatics like this, lone wolves like this, end up doing these attacks. I'm not invoking violence against you. What? What are you talking about, bro? Yo, StyxHexenHammer, you are a piece of shit, a piece of garbage, a pack of filth, and you are the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my entire life. No cap. No fucking lie whatsoever. There's not a tweet in my life that I've seen dumber than this. I'm serious. You're a fucking moron, and fuck you.